Okay, here's question 9 on the higher non-calculator paper. Alright, question 9. First part, part A, says simplify a to the power of 4 times a to the power of 5. Because, this is a pretty standard question, but because the bases of both of these are exactly the same, a and a, right, the answer is going to be a to the power of, you add the powers, a to the power of 4, add 5, so it's going to be a to the power of 9. That is my answer for that part of the question. So if you're timesing, you add the powers. And just to remind you, if that was a divide, you'd be taking away the powers. Okay, going on to part B. Part B again says simplify. Right, simplify. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into bits. Right, so I'm going to rewrite the question a bit larger. 45 e to the power of 6 f to the power of 8, and all of that divided by 5 e and f squared. Okay, so I'm going to break it up by handling the numbers first. Remember, this line here means to divide. So 45 divided by 5, 45 divided by 5 is 9. Okay, look at the next part, e to the power of 6 divided by e. Now, that e there is to the power of 1. And as I said before, when we were doing the previous part, right, over here we were timesing, and when you times, you add the powers. Over here, the bases are the same, e and e. If you're dividing, you take away the powers. So that's going to be e to the power of 6 divided by e to the power of 1. That's going to be e to the power of 5. You take away 6, take away 1 is 5. I'm going to do exactly the same thing with this one, right? So f to the power of 8 divided by f to the power of 2. That's going to be f to the power of 8, take away 2 is 6. So there you have it, there's the answer. Pretty straightforward, right? Once you know how, break it down into bits, right, and take your time doing it. Part C, write down the value of. So write down means, okay, there, you should really know this. Yeah, there's very little workings out to do. It's something that you should know. And just writing this a bit larger so you could see it, 9 to the power of a half. Anything to the power of a half means just square root in it. So basically they want us to work out what's the square root of 9. And that means what two same numbers, or what number times by itself will give you 9. What number times by itself will give you 9. And the square root of 9 is 3. Okay? This question is worth 4 marks altogether. It is pretty straightforward. The first part definitely is. Part C definitely is. B, you might need to work on. If you follow this through, look at it again, make sure you know how to do it, and make sure if you get one like it, you can get it fully correct.